Yeah, it's amazing. I came running out of the steps, and then the house was following behind me.
The house was following behind.
Yeah. So caught part, I was all bruised up here in the back. It's much better. I've been to the hospital. And then I was taken, because most of the surge came this way. Straight to there, up to there. That was still too low, and then up to the next level. So this tree is a very important tree for me.
Yeah.
This tree will be looked after.
Build a garden around it.
Yes, we will. We had a nice garden. All this place was beautiful and green and peace. It has very lateral roots. This is a very old tree, but it was strong, you know. It was really good.
So
and I see this
climb
tree
there
in all the
and then
villages.
up there.
Yeah, climb here and then up to there. And just watch the leaves, the top of the coconut trees, but just watch the whole ocean here, you know. It didn't splash here, you know, like some places the splash, poof. No, it just rose up like a monster, you know. I ran from the back of the house to the front to put my shorts on. And when I turned around, I just saw the house getting lifted. It came under and just lifted that other side of the house. And I turned around, I ran to this door and I kicked it open, and it was so fast. From the shaking of the ground, I walked outside, I saw the whole wave for me. So I said to the ladies that were with me, "You go home, something's going to happen, the wave's coming in." And instantly, something must have come quicker from that side, you know, because that was supposed to take a little while, but that came a little earlier. And another wave over there took the fishermen, you know, there were 2 fishermen on the boat. We saw them being pushed onto the shoreline. So, but luckily here nobody died, but right across the road we had 3 people die. You lose your memories and your personal belongings, and a lot of memories, you know, in photographs and in your family history. You know, I had a lot of my family history and recorded and everything here, and it's all gone. But you know, it's all up here and all over here now, huh? So I have to just tell a story. Yeah? Anyway, thank you very much for coming. It's good to see you folks.
Yeah.
Good to see some fresh faces.
Wow.
So from my evaluation, like from the mothers and the women, we really need containers to put things in, and we need a stove and gas, you know, so that we've got cooking things. Some of the women want to come back home, you know, but they don't have kitchen. The people that I know who didn't make it were either very heavy people who couldn't move, you know, fast enough. They wouldn't have been able to climb a tree. Or they were disabled. You know, those people that I know in personal testimonies with families, those who were on wheelchairs or were disabled just said to the kids, "Go, leave us here, go." One old man, a high chief of this village here, they all ran to the truck and they put him in the truck. And the wave came too quickly, and he just told the young folks, "You folks go ahead, leave me here." So the surge took the truck back with him in it. And it boarded the truck back, but lucky for the tree and the concrete wall of the church, he got stuck. You know, the truck got stuck, so he survived, but the water came up to here while he was in the truck. And he's a very highly respected chief. Another elderly chief of this village, they tried to avoid, and he saw the nearest faux tree, and he just hung on to the faux tree, you know, and the water came up to his neck, and that's across the road, you know. But the water was that high, and he's about 90, I think, 90 years old. He just hung on for dear life, and he said the water came to here, and as it receded, he could feel it dragging his feet, you know. But when he did, of course, they all ran with no clothes on. Their lava-lavas got torn off and everything. They all ran up the hill, you know. So everybody's got a story to tell. And when we've been sharing stories, everybody who walks past here, or they come and sit down under the mango tree, I think it helps us to relieve all the stress and emotions of the whole thing. I'm still trying to get a good night's sleep, you know. I cry a lot every now and then. I get emotional, very emotional, and I've never felt like this before. Now people are saying, well, that's all part of this, you know. You know, people say, well, why don't you go move up the mountain, or why don't you shift? You know, I have a great love for the sea, you know, and I always want to live by the sea. So wherever we live, you know, we must always be prepared for whatever disaster, you know. whether we be up at the mountain or down in the sea level, we can't take for granted how important preparations are, you know. Warnings, we'll find out what the warning systems are in the country, but we still got to prepare ourselves, you know. I always thought about, you know, put your personal belongings in a plastic bag and face the car uphill, you know, and always be ready if something like this happens, since I live near the ocean. And what did I do? I just went blank. I went blank and ended up with something totally different. Left the car, I was running in between the house trying to figure the phones, or what do I take? What do you take? Well, everything's important, you know. I couldn't find my passports. I forgot where I put them, you know. I forgot where the phone was, and you just go bananas, you know. And so all that can go, but at the end of the day, when you come out and you see the tree, there's the only next thing. All of a sudden, you're climbing up like a cat. I've never even climbed that tree before, and all of a sudden, I'm on the top, perched. Oh, I can laugh now. Oh. Yeah.